Yo, today on No Hype, we're gonna talk about a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle that I didn't even know I needed. But before we get into that, please make sure if you haven't done so already, you like, comment, and most important, subscribe, because it is the continued support of this channel and the growth of this channel, that helps me keep making these videos. Now, if you've watched this channel before, and I say this a lot, if you've watched this channel before, you'd probably see that some of the things repeat themselves. And right now, Super7, and I'm super late to the game on this, released a reissue of the Rappin Mike, which now it's called Rappin Mike. But back in the 90s, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles released their Rockin' and Rollin' line, which pretty much had the Turtles as different band members, probably taking pages from other acts from other genres that were popular at the time. When it came down to marketing towards the urban audience, of course they went for hip hop, and they took every cliche hip hop thing that was going on around at the time of 1990, threw it into one action figure, and created the Rockin' and Rollin' Rappin Mike. Now, 20 some odd years later, Super7 is doing a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, and they went back into the archives and decided to do the Rappin Mike. And I'm so glad they did, because they did such a great job, and they took a lot of those old cliches that were like, we don't need this, because we could do it and still make this just as dope as the original, if not even better in a lot of ways. And they did. And I'm super hyped for it. So one of the things they switched out, if you do remember the actual OG figure, and if you don't, I have a video on my channel, which will be like right there, and you can check that out. One of the things they switched out was, instead of the Flavor Flav ripoff giant clock chain, they replaced that with a giant golden piece of chain, which, come on, that makes a lot more sense than trying to make Michelangelo just jack Flavor Flav style, which, you know, copying someone's style, that shit really ain't hip hop. They also added another dookie rope chain, so now you got the layered OG hip hop super blinged out effect going on with multiple giant chains. And then everything else is all about the accents on here, like the gold M emblem on the belt for Michelangelo, the 4 finger rings that say Mike and drop, get it, Mike drop, and then the nunchucks. Right, so the OG version just had these like super cheap like plastic nunchucks that were like stuck in the same position, but this version actually has 2 microphones with the gold chain in between them, like some nunchucks. The OG had glasses. This one actually has removable glasses. I feel like the OG glasses were stuck onto the head. Has the same hat, has the same type shoes, just more detailed, definitely still neon. And the one thing that I gotta say that I really like about this one is the Boombox, super creative. One side is a Boombox. When you flip it over, it's the turntables with the mixer combined into one set, just like the OG version. The OG version had like a little neck strap where it just kind of stood around his neck, and there were the turntables there. Now, one thing I noticed while looking at that actual design, looking at the OG version and looking at the new version, I feel like whoever designed that in 1990 unknowingly designed what the modern days DJ setup looks like. The control deck, like the your DJ controller, which is literally one solid piece with 2 forms of a turntable on there, right? Well, like they're like digital turntables, right? And the mixer built into one piece, which is pretty wild. We've seen a lot of things in life that came from movies and then became reality. And this cartoon, unknowingly in 1990, accidentally predicted the future almost 20 something years later of what DJ technology would be, right? So I think that's really dope. It also comes with some turtle shell headphones. I think that covers it as far as accessories. It comes with a replaceable head, and then it comes with 6 replaceable hands, giving you a total of 8 replaceable hands. Now, this is not anything super crazy, super rare, but it is hard to find in most places online. And I'd like to thank the National Hip Hop Museum in DC for sending this to your boy to review. They're available there. My link for this will be placed in the description, in the bio. So if you want to cop one, boom, it's right there. Made it super easy for y'all. Y'all don't got to Google. You know where to go. This is a figure I'm super happy to have in the collection. Oh yeah, and one of the things they did was on the pant leg, it said Yo Raps on there. And they changed that, and now it says Shell Shock, which is definitely more appropriate. It's pretty obvious that Yo MTV Raps is something y'all decided to copy off of in order to make this thing more hip hop and more appealing to people, because in 1990, that's what y'all thought hip hop was, which, I mean, Yo MTV Raps was very hip hop in 1990, but you didn't have to do that. to make this figure dope. So shout out to Super7 for like kind of picking up on that detail and making this figure actually appropriate. So if you like to cop this, it's available at the National Hip Hop Museum shop, and the link will be in the bio, in the description, or comments of wherever you're seeing this video. Just poke around. I promise you the link will be there, definitely in my link tree. Thanks for watching No Hype, and make sure to stay tuned for more dope and rare hip hop collectibles. Peace.